live from outside the Broadway Ballroom at the New York Marriott.
To you instead of just watching our heads bob in laughter.
Exactly. So,
Upgrades.
I'm Robert Cole with Rock Cheetah.
And I'm Ed StOnge with FlipTube.
And behind the camera is our producer,
Lost connection with Mevo.
Uh-oh. It still says it's recording.
Okay.
It'll come back on.
Okay. Well, just like all of our shows, it wouldn't be right without some form of technical difficulties.
There we go.
And
There it is recording.
It is
We
recording?
are recording. Hey, we
All
lost
right.
connection there. So this is what you can expect for the quality production value all the way through it. So behind the camera, we have
The fearless.
the fearless producer,
Ever-present.
director, showrunner,
Effervescent.
grip, everything cameraman, Lauren Gray, who's really responsible for this with hospitality digital marketing. So very happy to have him here with all of his equipment making this possible.
Braving his way through the airport with a whole lot of equipment that probably had the TSA asking lots of questions.
Yes. No one really should let this gentleman into any sort of public space with the amount of equipment that he carries with him.
And every bit of equipment looking like a weapon, no matter how he takes it out.
Exactly.
So, really good attendance this year.
Yeah, they're up from last year. I think over 360 people, and lots of a variety of sort. That I saw everything from CMOs to people who are kind of near entry-level marketing people who want to know more about what's going on in the digital marketing space, and there's really quite a lot. So
And they just completed the opening panel.
Yep, the opening panel. Actually, Heath Slaughter kicked things off, who's works with Simon Sinek on It Starts With Why, and actually had a great little tagline, which I'm sure they've worked on quite a bit, but if you lose your why, you lose your way. And I think it was a very good message. The theme of the conference is It Starts With Strategy. And it's good. So what is the purpose of your being? Why does your hotel brand exist? Why is your destination popular? What is the really interesting part that draws people to your hotel? Why does it exist? Is really the key issue where everything should start.
And unfortunately, I don't think enough people can answer that question in their day.
Exactly. Well, and he had a thing they call the golden circle, which has why at the center, but then around that is kind of the how and the what. And a lot of his presentation really focused on you get so caught up in the what that you forget about the why and you wind up being lost. He gave some great examples of Kodak, that actually Kodak had an engineer who invented the digital camera in like 1974, and it looked something between like an old carousel projector and I don't know what. It was this big box. But Kodak looked at that and went, wow, that's really cool, but let's not do anything with it, because their business, even though it was founded in the 1880s about capturing memories, they had kind of forgotten and thought, we sell film. And that was it. And then in 1988 or so, they developed a Kodak, which really looks like a DSLR. I mean, it was a great, looks like something that would be modern. And again, it was like, wow, that's great, but we are not going to show that to anybody because that's going to kill our film business. And what do you know? 2012, Kodak goes bankrupt because they couldn't adopt and basically go into the digital era, even though they literally invented and got the patents on digital photography.
And they did license out all of that IP. So
to other groups.
It's not even like they didn't know it was coming. Denial, I guess, is a problematic thing for strategy.
Yeah, exactly. And he went through a variety of examples.
Yep.
Yeah, Blockbuster versus Netflix, and brought up the great example of Starbucks. And I can certainly say personally, when my wife got this great tip to invest in Starbucks on a flight attendant working a first-class flight, somebody says you need to invest, it's going public. I, of course, being from Seattle, said, You don't want to invest in Starbucks. That coffee is crap. But sorry, Starbucks. But they had really cool little environments. But Starbucks wasn't about just the coffee. It was about
it's the overall experience.
The experience of bonding with people and where you go, and that whole coffee shop local, knowing your barista and hanging out with your friends and having coffee.
And I think they're a great case study in being a very large, widespread corporation that does local incredibly well.
Right, and is very focused on their employees and what they're doing in sustainability and the basic pillars of what they represent as a company.
So what are you excited to see today?
I am excited to see a couple of programs which, okay, full disclosure, I've kind of been shepherding because I'm on the Digital Marketing Council for HSMAI. A couple of programs, Robert Dawson is doing one on AI, which I've seen the presentation, it looks great. And then later in the day, Eli Goodman from JumpShot has some really, really incredible data.
They have great data.
Kind of underlies what is going on with loyalty, and some very surprising stats of some of these hotel groups who think, hey, these people stay with us a lot, they're really loyal. No, there seems to be a higher propensity that they stay with other people the more that they stay with you. So it's going to be some eye-opening stuff.
Maybe we should just stop calling it loyalty.
Maybe, yes. Well, for hotels, it's rewards programs. It really doesn't have much to do with loyalty.
Right.
It's just, hey, gamification, and I will win these prizes if I do these certain behaviors, and maybe I'll modify my behavior a little bit.
Perhaps.
To go win stuff, but if somebody else comes up with better stuff, I'll go do that.
Yes. Well, great. Well, it's going to be an exciting day. Stay tuned. We will be live streaming multiple times throughout the day. Hopefully we'll pull some people in for interviews.
And I'm sure they will be fascinating people. There are a lot of fascinating people. We'll see if we can convince them to talk to us. That's going to be
that's going to be the challenge. So chances are we're probably not going to pull the fascinating people, but we'll make the other people seem fascinating. Right. Because that's what we do.
And for those who are not here in person, you really should consider going to conferences like this. And networking's very good. I found out a huge piece of news that's just going to drop today this morning, but I can't tell you about it, but we may talk about it a little bit later. It's
I am
big travel
excited.
industry thing.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, but lots of interesting people to talk to about what's going on in the world of hospitality, marketing, and the world as a whole. So
excellent.
Very good.
Well, with
see
that,
you on the next
Robert
next
Cole
episode.
from Rock Cheetah.
And Ed StOnge from Flip2.
We'll see you soon.